what I would call a playbook. And what that is really systemizing exactly what your trades look like. And you don't want to be trading based on emotion. You don't want to be trading based on intuition that you really haven't built up yet. So it's a matter of, what is your strategy? Can you put the entries down on paper? Can you put down the variables that you're looking for? What does the volume need to be? What does the intraday chart need to look like? What does the daily chart need to look like? What time of day does it need to be? And it's really going deep on those variables and building out a different couple strategies and plays that you can then repeat and refine over time. Progress is the slow and steady path, but slow and steady isn't so appealing. And so what happens is a lot of these traders try and increase their size too much too quickly. Then they end up taking a big step back, and it's a hard lesson to learn. But for so many people, it's like, okay, if you just stay on the steady progress path, focus on getting that 1% better, is to figure out like what are the one or two things you're going to be focusing on this month. If you're a trader at home and you can't tell me exactly what parts of your game you're working on and what you're trying to do to improve on them, then you're just working haphazardly, right? And it's like, I guess the best analogy is, imagine trying to be getting better at golf and you go to the driving range and you just hit 100 balls, you don't even think about your shot, and then you go home. And what separates the really great stars is the stars are always figuring out their own answers. And when you push them on questions like that, they are coming up with the most detailed solutions. And so I challenge the audience to really ask, like, and an answer doesn't need to come up in 30 seconds or a minute later. I want people thinking about these things for days or weeks, ways to give other people value very selflessly so that they want to help you and be a part of that aura. And then where the rubber really meets the road is, who are the people on Twitter sharing a daily report card every single day? I want to find the stocks that were really, really, really steady, strong, or even exorbitantly strong that are then panicking. Or I want to find the stocks that are really, really weak and then are panicking and having their last flush out. And so one thing intellectually that's really, really important, we can start to suss out some of those variables, right? So first of all, there's sentiment. And I would say sentiment on those stocks was approaching -10. So when a stock is selling off and waterfalling, I don't want to fight that trend. But the second I can identify a bounce based on some of those rules for finding a turn, I'm then officially with that counter trend. And when you're with that counter trend, your probability goes up, you have a stop, and then so often trends go way further than you think. And that just means your reward is better, which is always way better than fighting the trend, which is the opposite of all those.